Hi guys, today we're gonna go ahead and do an unboxing of the Moto X Pure. Let's go ahead and do this, baby. Alright guys, so here is my Moto X Pure Edition. Alright, this one comes with Moto X Pure Edition turbo power charger, so quick charger. Guides, protective bumper. That's pretty cool. I ordered the 32 gig model, and one thing I like about Moto X in general is that you can customize the back. So I did customize it with green. Let's go ahead and take a look. Let's go ahead and just snap this guy off here. And I like how they sealed it here, so you know that no one tampered with my new phone. But very exciting. This one I paid about, I think $449 for 32 gigabyte model. So it is a very good deal. All right, let's go ahead and unbox this bad boy. And boom shakalaka. That is actually very, very beautiful. There's a bunch of dust here. But you can see my new high on Android graving on there. I got the green back, and this is like a metal that I customized here. Inside is the phone. And I really like these lime up at the top and the bottom that I also customize also. So that is the phone. Let me go ahead and put that aside. All right, inside the box you have the Moto Quick Charge 2.0. This is rated for 5 volts 2.85 amps and also 9 volts at 2.85 amps and 12 volts 2.15 amps. So there's two turbo modes, 9 volts and 12 volts. But this is actually higher than Samsung's quick charger. I think Samsung's is only like 1.5 amps at 12 volts or something like that. But we'll definitely test it out and see which one is faster. But you get quick charger, nice quick charger that looks like this, the Motorola Signal. So I really like that. And next also comes with a free bumper case. That's pretty awesome. So let me go ahead and do the unwrappings. So you get a lot of extras. I wonder if this box actually had some headphones. So nice bumper. I'm gonna go ahead and put that aside for now. And let's go see what's inside this box. I think this is a bunch of manuals. Moto X Pure Edition. We don't need that. Yeah, we don't need that. Don't read it. Also, we've got SIM ejaculator tool. Other than that, there's nothing in here. Where are my headphones? All right, they cheaped out, but it's okay. I only paid $349 or $449. It's a good deal for one of the latest smartphones here. So that's pretty much it, guys, for the box. Let me give you guys a super close up. I can actually move my camera up and down, which is cool. My new setup. I'll have a video on that. Here is close up of the camera. This is the new 21 megapixel camera. And here's a Motorola. And you got this nice rubbery back. Sort of got that nice rubbery feel there. All right, on the right side, I think that's the power button. All right, and two volume buttons. That's pretty much it on the right side. And on the left side, it's just a clean slate. Nice curved design there. And up at the top, you'll find a 3.5mm head jack and also SIM card tray. Nano SIM, probably. And also at the bottom, you've got the micro USB port, model XT1575. Let me do the honors here real quick. Let's do the, undo the wrappings and boom shakalaka. And let me go ahead and power it on for you guys. All right. Whoa! Stay high on Android. That's pretty awesome. You can actually personalize the boot up screen, so it is really cool. I really like this now. It's sort of like almost a personalized phone. Go ahead and adjust the camera here a little bit. That is the boot up logo, looking really awesome. Actually, great job, Motorola. Startup time is pretty quick. And let me give you a close-up of the speaker panel here. It's so cool. I really like this here. Look at that. It's got my lime color there. Really cool. You got the front-facing camera. Wow, there's an LED, I think, for the front camera. I think that makes a total sense. I've actually not seen any single phone with the front camera LED. Is that an LED? That's definitely a flash. I think it is. We'll find out here. And there's a bunch of sensors there. And up at the bottom, you'll see this nice speaker thing. All right, let me go ahead and log in real quick. All right, guys, so let me go ahead and put the bumper cover on real quick here for you guys. You know what? The bumper is kind of ugly. I don't really like it. There we go. So here's with the bumper on. I actually don't like the bumper. It's kind of ugly. I might just get a case for it. So let's go ahead and take this out for now. Kind of cheap. All right, guys, so I've got the Moto X 2nd gen. So what is a huge difference? The biggest difference I see is now bigger phone, obviously. Take a look at this. So with the new Moto X Pure, you get a larger 5.7 inch screen. I believe this is like 5.3 or 5.5, I forgot. But the design has remained relatively the same as you can see here. It's just gotten a lot bigger, but I really like it because I'm used to the 5.7 inch on my Note 4, Note 5. I actually feel like the 5.7 inch is actually the sweet spot. But taking a look here, let's look at the back here. Wow, the back has changed dramatically, as you can see. I've got the engraving there. And you see that even though I didn't use this phone that much over the last year, and this is real leather and stuff, you see how it's kind of looks kind of old. Well, maybe some of you like the vintage look. But the new Moto X Pure gives you that nice rubbery finish here. It looks actually beautiful. But let me do a quick feel test for you guys. It should feel about the same. Let's go ahead and do this. So here's the new Moto X Pure versus 2nd gen Moto X from last year. All right, it definitely feels a lot bigger. All right. It feels about the same, just a lot bigger with curved rubberish back versus leather back. Feels about the same, just bigger. But very nice feel. I really like this rubbery feel, and I like how it's very nicely customized. Last year I customized it also, but you couldn't customize all these colors like this here. Motorola definitely is doing well, and this is my new high-end Android phone, sort of greenish phone with the back. So definitely cool. Looking pretty good. I like it. I really dig it. So let's go ahead and take a quick look here what it's running. And it is running Android 5.1.1, as you can see here. All right, let's dig into the settings here. Something new, Motorola privacy, Motorola ID. All right, doesn't have a fingerprint sensor, obviously. There's no place to place your finger. But I want to test out the front camera, if the flash works for the front camera. That's going to be awesome. So let's go ahead and do that. And let me go ahead and see. There's flash in the front. Is there really flash in the front? It's going to be the first phone that you're going to be able to take selfies in the dark, in complete darkness. Wow. That's awesome. Why didn't I think of this? So I think this is a really cool feature. I just think it's really cool that you can take photos, you know? Oh, this is so cool. The photos itself, actually not bad. Let me go in my bathroom real quick. I'm gonna take a photo in complete darkness. I'm gonna show you. Okay, so I just took some photos in complete darkness in my bathroom. And look at that, that's actually pretty good. All right, I look scary with the beard. Looking pretty awesome. I really like the front camera. And it is 21 megapixel camera. So you can do 4K and also slow-mo at 720p. All right, let me just do a quick video real quick. All right. Video camera looks okay, not bad. Let's actually go take a look at the resolutions. So you can also use quick capture, twist your wrist quickly to launch camera. So just like the older phones, you can do that. So let's go ahead and launch the camera and boom shakalaka. So this is nice. You take it out of your pocket and you just twist it a little bit and boom shakalaka. And you can take a photo right away. So resolution, you get 21 megapixel. It's actually cropped out like that. So you get 21 megapixel. If you want 16:9, it's actually 16.1 megapixel. But I do recommend shooting at 4.3. That will give you the clearest, the largest resolution, obviously. Now I forgot to show you guys where the micro SIM card goes, because this phone is supposed to have it. So that must be where the SIM card tray is. And here is where you can put SIM number 1. So they fill this with plastic. So I think what they meant to do is, I think the Moto X Style, the international version, is dual SIM, but this one can only do 1 SIM, obviously, here. Maybe you can actually take this out and put a second SIM and make it work. We'll figure that out another time. Also, you can put a micro SIM card, so I really like this. Why can't Samsung do this? I mean, they could make a bigger tray and, you know, put micro SD. I give 5 stars to Motorola for doing this, so thank you guys at Motorola. You guys are awesome. Don't put it backwards. It's a new phone! Ah! So the coolest thing about this phone is that it only cost me $449 for 32 gigabyte and then $499 for 64 gigabyte. Now this is an unlocked phone, meaning you can use it with AT&T, T-Mobile, practically any GSM carrier in the world, and also work Sprint or Verizon. Now I haven't yet tested it because I just unboxed it, but I'll have a video on that. So it's a really good deal, and the screen is actually pretty good. I actually really like the screen. It is a very bright screen. This is on full brightness. Let's do a quick comparison here. You know, it's not gonna be as bright as my Galaxy Note 5. Alright guys, so here's side-by-side comparison. If you look at the whites, it's actually not that bad. But with my naked eye, I can tell the Note 5 is a lot brighter. And the Note 5 actually does get a lot brighter in the sunlight. If you put it on auto brightness, it gets like 2-3 times brighter. But I'm really impressed with the Moto X Pure because it's now a higher resolution 1440p screen instead of the older 1080p screen, which I felt was lacking. All right, Snapdragon 808 processor. Should be pretty zippy. It's the same one found on the LG G4. Camera, the front camera, I'm really digging this, the flashlight. It's gonna be awesome. But I know I could keep talking and try and find out more stuff, but I will definitely do a hands-on review of this in a few days, or at least I'll do a first impressions of this phone. But for right now, I'm gonna end it there. It is a beautiful phone. First impressions, I'm actually really impressed. At the cost of $449, customized back, engraving, and a 1440p screen, and also very nice 808 processor, a 21 megapixel camera. After seeing this, it might be better to spend additional $50-100 more over the OnePlus 2 to get the Moto X Pure. I'm actually really impressed, and the fact that you can use this on all 4 carriers, an unlocked phone. I really like what Motorola has done with the Moto X Pure. This definitely deserves a flagship killer at the fractions of buying a Note 5 or any other flagships out there. You can get the cheapest version for $399 for the 16 gigabyte version, and also since it has a micro SD card slot, you could probably get away with it. Anyway, pretty cool stuff. I'll have a full review of this, camera reviews, carrier compatibility tests, brightness tests, SOT tests, all that good stuff. But for right now, I'm really impressed with the form factor. I mean, this is a beautiful phone with the nice bezels. Love it. Sort of like feels a little bit smaller than the Nexus 6, but I really like it. I really don't like this bumper. I think this is pointless. Just lower our costs and don't ship it with this crappy bumper. It's all like plastic. I don't like it. Throw it away. Anyway, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, Facebook, or Google+, and I'll see you guys soon. As always, stay